What's up? We's here. Coming for the update, man. Coming for the update. Bear with me real quick. Gotta get hype. Ice in the VVs, now she gotta get treachy. I got all this water on me like Fiji. Bitch, I'm posted up with hats and the sleazies. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his lata, then he gets in my chata. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm open his lata, then he gets in my chata. Whooped it, bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm on my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back to your groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing it. All right. So this is an update for AUD-CHF. I'm going to be doing these updates every 2 weeks. So the next one is going to be sometime in December. 2 weeks from now. So we will have another update for this. So as you can see from the previous video, I kept the chart almost identical to where I had it last week. There's no change in my the chart. So well, I'm very excited about AUD-CHF because it's still following the structure that we initially had our bias on for this bearish move. Of course, we have our trend line still being respected, but I want to dive in because remember, there's a couple of things that can happen with this. We got the waves down. This is our 1,000 pip trade. This is our 1,000 pip trade. This is why I'm constantly have these 2 weeks update. You see, we had the two things we could do. We haven't got in any kind of deep pull of any buying signs. We haven't had any bullish signs following last week. So I believe we ended last week. Let's see where we ended last week at. We ended last week. Oh yeah, we ended last week over here. So this is where we ended last week for AUD-CHF. So we had the bearish engulfing come down. So this bearish engulfing was very tricky because it indicated more of a seller confirmation. We could see structure was broken from this support. So we see that this support right here, this is a very valid support. You can see price touches this and goes immediately up. You can see we go up every time we touch the support, and then we finally got that breaker structure right here, and this was the end of last week. So that's why it's so important to have an educated stop loss, because you don't want to get kicked out of a winning trade because you were just too tight on your wrist. So this is what we opened up as last week. So when the market went down, so we thinking, okay, maybe we're just gonna keep going down, right? But instead, the market breaks this high, creates a low, and then boom, creates another high. Now, this is what we are not looking for. We're not looking for the market to pull back again and make another higher low somewhere, and then go higher, and then we start moving the waves up, right? That's what we don't want. But as of right now, structure is still where it's supposed to be. This is exactly why our stop loss is where it's at. This is a 1,000 pip trade, right? So let me back up real quick. Let's go back. This is a 1,000 pip trade. Our risk reward on this trade is 2.83. I would like it to be more, but this would be a lot more once we start moving our
stop loss closer as price starts to go in our favor and make lower lows, because we will put our stop loss at the next higher, slightly above the next higher lows, and continue. And that's how we would trail the trade. So good signs that we see. Okay, yes, we had a pullback. Granted, we had a pullback, but we still see price respecting this resistance. It came up here, tested the resistance, and automatically made our first bearish engulfer. Then we came up here again, and we fell back down again. So I expect next week to be something like this, you know. But we will get what we want. Okay, let's see. Let me get this off. Cool. Let's get this stuff off. This is just a simple update. Nice quick video. So we opened up at this price right here. We opened up here for this week. Or was it? Hold on. This is a daily. Or just the 21st. So you might have been, I believe it was right here. You can see in the next video, I believe we were right here. I think we were right here. But anyways, we still have our resistance being respected at 6,000, 7,000. This was a failed breakout. Immediately after it broke out, we got a bearish engulfing. This would have just been, this is why your stop loss has to be like this too, because you can have little spikes like this. The AUD CHF for the most part is a safe haven pair, so we don't really have to worry about that. So let's dive in a little bit closer. Now you can see what price is doing right now. We're not getting no bears. We still getting no bears. No bullish signs. What we got though on our rise, we got a trend line. We got our trend line on the rise. It was a trend line on our rise, and as you can see, as price rise with our trend line, we got it to break, come up close enough, test the trend line, and fall again. And then you can see here, at the end of last week, we got a bearish engulfing forming. So we still getting our waves. Look at our waves, guys. This is why the structure is still here for it. Okay, let me use something else instead of this. Look at that. I'm looking for. New features are here on YouTube Music. Now each books with the help of songwriters and discover more music with the Explore tab. Okay, here we go. So we're still getting our moves, right? And much more. Check it out now on YouTube Music. As you can see, and we gotta wait for our next low, high, whatever. Boom. Boom. Look at the waves. Let's form waves. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Boom. 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 All right, so as you can see, we still getting high, right? This is a lower high, right? Here we go. So price didn't go higher than our 67013, right? So we're not breaking no highs. If you're breaking highs, then we have a possible change in the trend, the overall trend. But right now, we still have market respecting our resistance, 6,000. Not only respecting our resistance, we are now getting the market waves of a bearish move rather than a bullish move. Now, like I said, once highs start being broken, then our analysis will have to change based off of market conditions. But right now, our market conditions are still in favor of the nice sell of this market. I have AUD is in a bearish long-term trend, and we know this from what we had marked last week. So this is an update. So there's nothing scary about this. We did have a pullback that was about I could see. Oh yeah, we had a pullback that was over 100 pips. This is exactly why we had a pullback that was over 100 pips. Even from this price, it was over 100 pips. So this is not financial advice at all. You always have to trade at your own account's risk, always. We can also see if we dive in just a little bit, just pay attention to some minor details. You can see how price was using this as a support. Let me mark it. You see how price was using this as support? Just notice. Price was using this as support. It was bouncing off of this. And then it finally broke, test, and went down. Then we come here, now it's using this again, went down. Came up again. Now we're going back down. So this is a important price point to where price is falling. Price is falling. So I have an alert set up right below here, just to be mindful of that. Just to be mindful of that. But other than that, guys, this is still golden. This trade is still golden. You know, we have a long move and a long target. We're talking over about 1,000 pips. So this is very much a swing trade, and it will take time. It could take up to 3.5 months easily, based off of what history has done in the past. So, but we had, even if you go back to when price was doing this, look at this. Price was doing this, consolidating, and then boom, got the drop. Retested, and then boom, we got the drop. So let's see how long that took. Let's just see how long that took. All right. So we finally broke structure. So from when it broke structure to when it got down to its lowest, it took 54 days. 54 days. That is quick. So now we look over to the right. When the market repeat itself, it was the same kind of triple top. You can see market was just ranging like it was ranging here. Market was just ranging. So we just want to see, boom, we want to see a good breaker. We want to see a good breaker structure. And then boom, we should see we should see a big fall. But remember, it can take some time. But we need this structure to be broke. We need this to be broke to get our drop. Just always keep in mind of the waves. Just keep in mind of the waves, guys. Just keep in mind of the waves. And that's it. That's our update on AUD/CHF. And we will be back for another update probably the first or second week, probably the second week of December. So, peace.